Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about lesson 23, division with a 0 in the quotient. So let's take a quick review of the terminology for a division problem. So in this problem, 45 divided by 9 equals 5. 45 is my dividend. The number inside the division problem is my dividend. The number I divide by is my divisor, and the answer is the quotient. So today we're going to be talking about dividing when there is a 0 in the quotient. I would like everyone to walk through example 1 with me. If you feel extremely comfortable with this concept, then you can go straight through to your lesson practice, but everyone needs to do example 1. Okay, here we go. All right, here we have 365 divided by 6. So the first thing I do is ask, can 6 go into 3? And no, it can't. If you want, you can write a 0 above the 3 if that helps. It's not mandatory. So now I do 6 into 36. 6 goes into 36 6 times. It is extremely important that your answer for the quotient goes above the number that you were working with. Since this is 6 into 36, this is my last number. My 6 goes above the 6. Don't put it over here. Don't put it way over here. It has to go directly above. Okay, 6 times 6 is 36. I subtract. I bring down. And I hold the pen correctly, so it's a 5. Okay, and now I start again. 6 goes into 5 0 times. So I write a 0 above the 5. Now I multiply. 0 times 6 is 0. I subtract. I have nothing left to bring down, so this 5 now becomes my remainder. And the remainder gets written on the same line as the answer. It doesn't get written over here off to the side or anywhere else. It goes together. So my answer then, or my quotient, is 60 remainder 5, excuse me. 60 remainder 5. If you get a remainder that is larger than your divisor, you made a mistake somewhere and you need to do it again. Okay? All right, let's go on to example 2. All right, example 2. A train traveled 630 kilometers in 6 hours. To find the average speed of the train, divide 630 by 6. All right, so we have 630 divided by 6. Okay, 6 goes into 6 one time. 1 times 6 is 6. I subtract. I bring down the 3. 6 does not go into 3, so 6 goes into 3 0 times. So above the 3 I brought down, I'm going to put a 0. Now I still multiply like I would normally. 0 times 6 is 0. I subtract like normal, and now I bring down my 0. Now 6 goes into 30 5 times. The 5 goes above the 0 I brought down. 5 times 6 is 30, and we are finished. Since 30 minus 30 is 0, we have no remainder. So the average speed is 105 kilometers. Make sure you put your units. It is incorrect if you don't. Okay? All right, here we go for example 3. Example 3, an object on the moon has a different weight than that same object on Earth. We'll talk more about that next quarter. To estimate the weight of an object on the moon, divide its weight on Earth by 6. Jason weighs 115 pounds. Not you, Jason, just a Jason. Estimate the number of pounds he would weigh on the moon. So, if our pretend Jason weighs 115 pounds, divided by 6, 6 goes into 1 0 times, so you can either ignore it or put a 0, whichever works for you. 6 goes into 11 once. 1 times 6 is 6. We subtract. Bring down the 5. 6 goes into 5 9 times. 9 times 6 is 54. We subtract. And our answer is 19 remainder 1. However, it says to estimate the number of pounds he would weigh on the moon. So we can't really have a remainder. What we can do is we can either say he would weigh about 19 pounds, or we can round 115 up to 120, because 120 is a compatible number to 6. So if I do the problem again over here, 6 goes into 12 twice. 2 times 6 is 12. We subtract. Bring down the 0. 6 goes into 0 0 times. You have to put that 0 up there. 0 times 6 is 0. So Jason would weigh about 20 pounds on the moon. Okay? All right. I would prefer, if you get an estimation, that you do actually estimate the problem. This should actually be your check. 19 remainder 1 is close to 20, so this actually is your estimation problem right there. Okay, that's it. Off to your lesson practice, A through N, and I will see you in the morning.